Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Okay, okay, y'all, I'm never saying that again. Turns out there's like a lot that I wouldn't do. Yeah, like a lot of things. And I'm so sorry to anyone who I've ever said that to and you listen to me because I've completely stunted your experiences. My bad. So I got to thinking about bucket lists, the things that I want to do before I die. And choked on my coffee. Never since I was a kid, I have been absolutely obsessed with sharks. I still am to this day. I remember in my elementary school, one of my teachers had rows and rows of National Geographics, and I would just sit there and peek through all the magazines trying to find those shark issues, right? I love the shark issues. I knew that someday I would be going down and swimming with the sharks. I'm pretty sure that if it ever came to that situation now, if I'm ever in a position to swim with the sharks, I would absolutely run fast and far away from that experience. Dolphins, though, dolphins might be my jam because they're a lot less bitey. Okay, so let's just have a little chitty chat here. I've created an effort list. The effort part rhymes really well with bucket. Huh? Now, this is the ultimate collection of things that I'm totally fine on missing out on. Not everything needs to be experienced. So I want to know though, how many of these things that I wouldn't do would you do? So first on the list is jumping out of a plane. I think that's pretty standard. I think that's on a lot of people's effort list. That has been number one on mine my entire life. I have never had a desire to do that. Now, I'm not paying good money to willingly leap out of a perfectly functioning aircraft. If I want to be terrified, I can just look at my retirement account. Thank you very much. And while we're at it, let's throw hot air ballooning, hang gliding, bungee jumping, paragliding, all those things into that same nope of a dumpster fire. Okay? They're all bad. All bad. All of them. They're all full of nopes. Every single one of them. Next up is one that you might find a little bit more surprising. Cruises. Now, I know that some of you love a good cruise. I know it. And this is going to be so controversial. Yeah, nothing says relaxation like being trapped on a floating buffet with 1,000 strangers and their booger-covered screaming offspring. Bleh. I'd rather swim with the sharks. So, sorry, sorry. I've seen Titanic. I've seen The Love Boat. I'm good. I got the gist. I got the gist. Now, this next one is actually more regional, and unless you live in Colorado, you probably haven't heard of it. So, where I live in Colorado, we have like 58 mountains that are called 14ers because they are over 14,000 feet from sea level at the summit. Colorado is known as the Mile High City because we are a mile high above sea level. Now, because we're already a mile high, you're climbing about 3,000 to 5,000 more feet up on these 14ers. Now, that's 3,000 to 5,000 more feet of thin air, altitude sickness, and regret. And people love them. People tick them off their list with pride. Yeah, this morning we went to brunch and then we went out and hiked a 14er. It was awesome. Nope, nope. Cool story, bro. Cool story. People get aneurysms doing that. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? I like oxygen. I like oxygen a lot. That's another hard pass for me. I just want to survive walking up 3 flights of stairs. Another pass for me would be marathons. Somewhere around 50, people seem to get sucked into this bizarre midlife crisis fitness craze thing. And apparently, athletic activities, when you already have achy joints and bad knees, is the new fountain of youth. So, hey, your body's falling apart. You better go run 26 miles to prove you've still got it. Nope. You can add things like biathlon, triathlon, Ironman, 10Ks, whatever here. The only marathon I'm signing up for involves Netflix. And if you see me running, honestly, you'd better start running too, because something really scary is chasing me. Okay. All right. Next up, and I don't even know why these are a thing, but I got to put it on the list. Okay. I would never participate in a hot pepper eating challenge. It's like someone looked at food and said, I wonder how we can make this more agonizing, right? The idea of eating something that feels like liquid fire going down and probably coming back out doesn't exactly scream fun to me. I mean, it's just for bragging rights, right? I mean, all right, I'll be honest. I think ketchup is spicy. So keep your ghost peppers and your Carolina Reapers. I have plenty of life choices to regret without adding this one to the pile. For sure. All right, next one. Would you go to space if given the chance? Yeah, no, I would not. Next. What about a ride in a submarine? Hells no. What about spelunking? No, hard pass. What if I have a panic attack in one of those places? Oh my God, these things sound like things that my nightmares are made of. Okay, this is another one that's random, but it's been on my list since I was a kid, and that's running with the bulls in Pamplona. The concept of sprinting through these narrow, cobblestone streets while dodging these huge angry animals with big old stabby horns is totally lost on me. And why are they wearing white? I'm assuming it's so that the medics can easily see where the blood is coming from. I have to make that assumption. But speaking of blood, this might be TMI, but just go with it. I will never have my hoo-ha waxed. Have I wanted to have my hoo-ha waxed? Yes. Yes, I have wanted to get it waxed. Am I brave? No. No, I am not. The problem is that I watch some YouTube videos of people getting their hoo-ha waxed and no. The thought of my lady bits being subjected to that, I just can't do that to her. She's been so good to me. I just can't. And to have some stranger like all up in my business? Nah. Nah, man, no. Nah, I'm good. And it's kind of related to piercings. So for me, I'm saying, okay, not for you, for me, ears and nose, I've got my ears pierced and my nose pierced, that's cool. But anything south of the neckline, no. My boobs and my girly bits, no, ouch. I'm going to keep my bling above my neck, okay? Thank you very much. I can't, no. This is the last one on the list, and I could go on, but this is getting really long. I'll probably make another one of these videos because it's pretty fun. But basically, anything involving the middle of the ocean is a hard pass for me, right? So diving, deep sea fishing, sailing the world like some pirate. I have seen enough movies to know that nothing good happens when you're surrounded by miles of water. And I'm not about to put myself on a tiny boat in the middle of nowhere where the nearest help is probably a shark with a bad attitude, right? So there you have it. That's part of my official F-it list. These are all the things I'm perfectly content on missing out on. I am absolutely okay with living my best life far away from any activity that involves unnecessary pain, danger, or socializing with strangers in confined spaces. And just so you know, it is perfectly okay to skip experiences that don't appeal to you. Boundaries are your friend. So if you've got a list like this, drop your hard passes in the comments. I want to see a list of nopes. If you've actually done some of these, I want to know why, and I want to know if you liked it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This was fun. I'll see you next time.